Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here, Golden Opportunities Coaching. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. We bring about conversations about psychological, social, emotional topics and coaching related topics. If you're looking for help with loneliness, which is today's topic of the audio, please feel free to reach out. You can do that on Twitter at PO Perception or right here in the About Me section of this page. My website is there. You can go give that a listen. Anyhow, in any event, and we're going to kind of give this topic some much needed attention, and that is the topic of loneliness. I think more than ever before, probably because of the pandemic, or at least in great part to it, people are having to confront the idea of loneliness, and it's a misunderstood thing. You can be in a crowd full of people and be just as lonely as if you were sitting alone in a dark room somewhere. Because loneliness is about connection. It's not about proximity to other warm bodies. And so the level of connection one feels will have a direct impact on the level of loneliness they do or do not feel. So 4 things to deal with loneliness. The first is have a good relationship with yourself. And that goes without saying that obviously if we have a good relationship with ourselves, then the times we are alone don't have to feel so overwhelming. And the more vibrance we give to the quality of our own life in terms of being by oneself, it's also easier because at the end of the day, we in fact find it easier to enjoy the people that we're with and we put less pressure on them. In other words, if I know that I'm alone, let's say for 4 days, and I hate the process, and I'm lonely, and I'm scared, and it's yuck, and I'm unhappy, and all of these things, while these emotions are completely valid and we have every right to feel them, they're also hurting the quality of the time I get to spend on the 5th day with the person who matters to me because I'm going to be like a lovesick puppy going, people, 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 people. And I'm going to be so excited to see them. Now, if I like my own company, but then I understand that I get to go be with somebody by choice, and it's not the completion of my life, I'm going to genuinely enjoy them. I'm going to be able to stay present moment minded with them more easily. I'm going to listen to them more completely and more fully. I'm going to be more transparent in my communications with them because what do I have to lose? And I know and I'm secure that I'm not going to be alone forever, and that security makes me more honest and more transparent and available and all that stuff. And so that's the first thing to really consider. The second is, you've got to be able to find compassion for others. And the reason that compassion for others is important dealing with loneliness is just because you're lonely doesn't mean the person standing next to you on the bus or the train, not that we can use either of these in the pandemic, but anyway, is not dealing with the same thing. And so if we purposefully go out of our way to show compassion to another person, something as simple as a smile or meaning, we can maybe give them a compliment of some nature. We ultimately can build a bond based on our genuine nature. People care more about our intentions than they do about just about anything else. And if you don't look like a slime ball, in other words, you don't look like you're trying to get anything with your compliment, and you give a genuine compliment, followed with a nice smile and some eye contact, and then you are open to a conversation, your body language is open, you can make a new friend in just about any place. And ultimately, that is so valuable because at the end of the day, the ability to make a friend in any place, in the grocery store, in the laundromat, in wherever we are, in the mall or wherever just walking around, it means that loneliness can end at any given moment, and that is really truly valuable. When we believe that loneliness can end, when we believe that we have control or at least um, some value in that process, we then begin to see loneliness as temporary versus a permanent or semi-permanent punishment. And when we lose the punishment mentality related to loneliness, our behavior will be less negatively affected. And that can be really, really valuable. The next thing to consider that's reasonably important in the journey away from loneliness or in dealing with loneliness is kind of finding your tribe. And so I talk about the Progress Tribe. The Progress Tribe it has been viewed over 58,000 times now. That video means so much, or that audio means so much to me because it's really the value of everything I do. And so going back to early civilizations, especially and most notably, most recently, the Native American civilization, a tribe, a group of people with a common vision, a common goal, and common proximity came together and they helped each other out and they built around each other and they had common ground, common goal, common vision, common dreams. We can create a tribe mentality in our lives, be it if we're video game players, there's people that play the game. If there's fans of Elton John, there's the Elton John tribe. If there's, nutrition people, there's the nutrition tribe. You don't need a large quantity of people to be socially robust. You need quality of connection with people within your own tribe. And oftentimes people forget that the tribe is created, it doesn't just show up at your doorstep. And so, if we're really honest about what our needs are in a friendship, um, you know, for example, I know that for me, a member of my tribe is a person that I can talk about anything with randomly, and we know how to agree to disagree. I don't care what color you are. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what race you are. I don't care what gender you are. I don't care how you identify sexually. I don't care how much money you make. I do care that we can discuss a variety of topics, know how to agree to disagree, and have at least some things in common that we can come back to during the awkward moments or silent moments in a relationship. That's kind of a prerequisite for membership to my tribe. Now, your tribe might be different. Your tribe might be you have to be a certain religion, or you have to be within this age range, or you have to be in this particular field, or you have to be a fan of this band or this sport, and that's fine. But you have to define your tribe before you can begin to build it. And then the last thing that's important to remember is that there is no perfect friendship, there is no perfect person. And so the more wide we are with what we will accept into our tribe, meaning, hey, you at least have these core values, but you're different than what I imagined would be in my inner circle, that's okay. Matter of fact, that's wonderful because diversification of a tribe with common ground but different parts can really strengthen quality and longevity of relationships. And so hopefully this has been helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.